Are you a junkie? And I mean like junk, like your grandma's china sitting all over your house. If you're like me, you're a little overwhelmed with what to do with everything. Well, today we have a professional downsizer. Diane is with us and she's going to give us her 3 top tips on how to de-junk our house. Diane, go ahead.
Hi, Lisa. Good morning. All right, my first tip is that tell your kids to get their stuff out of your house. You've probably told them 100 times already, and they promise they will. But what you need to do is give them a deadline. If you can gather it all up and put some boxes by the entryway, that's great. If you can't, then leave it where it is and tell them, on this date, I need you to have this out of here. And if you don't, I'm going to donate it or I'm going to have it hauled away. But you've got to give them a deadline. You are not a storage center. So let them haul their stuff off of your property and into their own.
Yeah, that's so true, Diane. I can't tell you how many clients I have been to where literally they have garages and basements full of their adult children's things who now have kids of their own. Okay, what's number 2?
Okay, number 2, just kind of get rid of some of your clutter. Get rid of all the newspapers, the magazines, the catalogs, the junk mail that you have laying around or that you have boxed up and put somewhere. Magazines aren't worth anything, so throw them out. You also need to just get rid of all those empty boxes you're holding on to. A lot of people store boxes that they got their appliances in and they think when they move, they'll put the appliance back in the box. That's not how moving works. You're not going to do that. Also, all of those store bags, whether it's grocery plastic bags, the paper bags, or the bags from the department stores. Yes, they're lovely, they're very nice, but you don't need them. So gather them up and throw them out.
Yeah, I can tell even for myself and probably a lot of other people who are ordering online, you get all these things shipped to you, and before you know it, you have a whole pile of boxes, and you think, oh, well, maybe I'll use that box for this or that, but then you've got like a whole corner full of boxes. Great.
Exactly.
Number 3.
All right, most people have some place in their home, their garage or their basement, where they put old computers, old printers that don't work anymore, the coffee pot that you broke the carafe to. Gather all those things up and get rid of them. Now, your computers, any kind of electronics, you can put that in the trunk of your car and take it to waste management, and they will take it for no charge. The same thing goes with old paint and chemicals, lawn chemicals, bug spray, things you have in your garage. That container underneath your sink that has no label on it, that you have really no idea what it is. All of those things put in your trunk, take them out to waste management. They will take it out of your trunk for you and they will see that it is recycled properly. Batteries fall into that category too. They will take those. So gather all that up, get rid of it. If you have old cell phones, someplace like Staples will take that and they will repurpose those for women who, or anyone who has domestic violence against them. So let all that stuff go, get it out of your house.
Okay, those are some great tips. I have one more question for you. So sometimes I have people getting ready to sell and they just have a lot of trinkets and collectibles and it clutters their house. And the more open and bright and spacious the house looks, the better. But maybe they don't want to get rid of it. So how would you tell them to declutter?
All right, first of all, if you're moving, you're probably moving to a smaller space. So you've got to think about what space do you have in your new home? How are you going to go and store these things when you move? If you're just going to stick them in a box in a closet, what's the point? If you need to pass them on, sometimes there are things that are sentimental and your children will like them. Sometimes it's things that you can sell to an antique dealer or to a consignment shop. You can have them consigned. You really need to know, though, what you have. So I recommend you get some professional advice about what kind of things you have by someone who has experience with antiques and collectibles like myself. A lot of people will donate things that they really could have sold for a few dollars, and they'll hold on to the things that have emotional attachment to them, but that aren't worth anything. So you need to kind of get advice with those things. But yeah, when you're going through, you just really need to, especially if you're going to sell your house, really get rid of all those little tchotchke things, as we call them, because that kind of clutter doesn't look good when you're showing the house.
Yes, absolutely, Diane. Thank you so much. So much great information. I'll put her contact information on so you can get a hold of her if you need her. And so just a reminder, unless you're using Grandma's China every day for your tea, you probably should either get rid of it or see if another family member wants it, right?
Absolutely.
All right, thanks again, Diane. I'm Lisa Graham with Kingsway Realty.
And I'm Diane Levinson with Diane Solutions.
It was great to be with you today. Bye.
Bye.